I started to do pictures and video like 15 years ago because I used to be a professional BMX rider and during many years, and I started to travel the world like that to film my friends, some riders and some events. And it was at this moment I really liked it to travel the world. And 7 years ago, I did something different. I wanted to do more than just extreme sport. So I tried to film just event or music clip or corporate videos, wedding, everything. And in 2016, I did like one of my trip who changed my life with a really good friend, Noel Boza, who is on the picture, just right here. And during this trip, we did this excursion. It was like a 3 hours sledding dogs tour. And we slept in the middle of nowhere in Svalbard. So Svalbard is maybe an island you don't know, it's not really famous. It's an island from Norway, but it's located like next to Greenland. And during this night, it was minus 35 degrees Celsius, so it's a pretty cold night. But one of the most beautiful nights of my life with the Northern Lights, as you can see, but also the craziest one because we almost got attacked by a polar bear. But nothing happened because the guide said it's okay, he's just around, but he's not hungry, he's just curious. So at the same time, the best night, but the craziest one for me. So here is some pictures also we did during this trip. So you can see the atmosphere we had, and it was the first trip of my life where I realized, in a real time, what I was doing. So I used to realize when I get home, when I see the picture and say to myself, okay, it was cool, it was a cool trip. But this trip was the first one when I realized it was pretty awesome what we were living. And after this trip, I got fascinated by ice and snow, and that's why I started to go to Iceland. And Iceland, first trip in Iceland was just after, the same year during summer, but summer is not the best moment to see the ice. So I came back 2 times again during winter, where I did those pictures. It was a dream picture for me, like the first one in the ice cave. So you can see me here, like in yellow, and see how huge it is ice cave. But now this one is melting, so maybe it will disappear this year or next year. So this is the sad thing on this picture. The second one is the rivers from the sky. So it's hard to understand, but it's just rivers. And the third one is a glacier with a top shot, where you can see all the crevasses. Here are also some pictures I took from Svalbard. Like all the animals are from Svalbard, and the other one are from Iceland. The rivers, like the green one on the left is the rivers also. So this is what is fascinating because it's changing every time, and the colors and everything, it looks like a paint. That's what I really like in this picture. And as you can see, the glacier with a hole, this one is not here anymore. Maybe you remember in a video you saw before, I talked about a ice cave. I did a photography of ice cave in 2016. It was this one, so now it doesn't exist anymore. So this is also the beauty of ice because it's melting and freezing again, but the problem today is just freezing not enough fast compared to his melting. So, whoops. Sorry, and here is another project I did, something different, because I went to a trip with 2 friends. They contacted me and say, hey, JC, do you want to go to a 3-month trip around the world? And one of them is a private pilot, and they have a private plane for 3 people. And they told me, do you want to come with us to do a documentary of this trip? So I was not able to go for 3 months, but I did 3 weeks with them. And we went to 7 countries. So we start with 7 destinations like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, went to Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Indonesia. All this country in 7 days and 3 weeks. So all the sports were accepted. The second picture is from Tanzania, and the other one are from Pakistan and India. And in Pakistan, when I said to my parents, I'm going to Pakistan for this flight, and they were like, okay, this is pretty dangerous, no? Same for me, same feeling. I was really scared, and it's true, when I got there, I saw some people with AK-47 in the street, and I was like, okay, this is weird, because we have like thousands of euros of equipment with us in the street, and to be honest, I have never been scared any second in Pakistan, any second. I'm more scared here in France than in Pakistan, and I'm seriously honest. And this is what I lived there. Like, we played cricket in the middle of the street with them, and everyone was coming to us, like shaking our hands just to say hi. Even one guy in the street just stopped, and he did like crazy traffic just because he stopped to ask me to take a picture of him. Like, he didn't even see the picture. He just wanted a picture of him. So this is like, it was like a pretty unique trip. Another one, it was a dream for me, is to go to a safari. It's pretty special safari, and this one was for a project for a French tour operator who asked me to go there to make a documentary about this place for the experience for the future clients. And for me, I just wanted to take this picture, but also know about safari. I wanted to have my own opinion about a safari. Is it good for animals or not? And my guide told me exactly, because I asked him, do we disturb the animals when you are doing a safari? He was honest and he told me, yes, of course you disturb all these animals, but the thing is, if you don't have the business of safari, there is no way to protect them. So at the same time, he told me, and not everything can be perfect, or the life can't be pink all the time, but they learned to live with the human. They are still free, like there is no fence, it's still a national park, it's not like a zoo, it's absolutely unique to go there. But he told me, we have to be careful and make maybe a regulation about the number of tourism, but without this tourism, he told me, for sure, elephant, rhinoceros wouldn't be here anymore today. So, and even me, I saw like a group of lions like next to me like this, and they were sleeping. And when we turned on the car, they were still sleeping. So for me, I was happy to see this because we didn't disturb them even with the noise. So I feel like they learn to live with us, and it's also a good way to protect them, even if I know it's not 100% perfect for them. This beach, who is Diamond Beach at Jökulsárlón in Iceland. And this place is maybe one of the places I like the most on Earth because it's unique. And the concept of this place is you have the Vatnajökull glacier next to this, which is the biggest glacier in Iceland. And the ice falls in the lagoon. The lagoon goes in the sea, and the wave from the sea bring all the block of ice on the beach, and everything is different every day. It's just melting, but it's just logical. The biggest problem is sometimes you have big ice like this, and this one was pretty perfect at this moment, but we came back the next day, just one day after, and it was almost gone. And this is why we went to Iceland, to document this problem, because the ice is melting too fast compared the ice is freezing. And for example, this ice cave, same thing. We went to a night tour, and like a private tour, like no one was with us for this documentary, but the guide, who is a friend, told me during a day they used to have 1,000 people inside this ice cave, which is pretty huge, but at the same time, I don't mind you have many people inside, just the problem is they are not aware about what they are seeing. And this is also something we try to document without judging anyone, but just let's see what they think. And he told me like 95% of tourists inside, they don't really mind about ecology or anything. They don't even know why they are here. And we went to this ice cave, the one on the left, so I'm with Mary inside, and this one is pretty small. It's maybe half of this place. And we were with 50 people inside. And I saw all of them. I didn't see anyone like really watching and just loving what they see. They just took selfie of them. And I don't mind about selfie. You don't kill anyone taking selfie, you know, but like they didn't care about everything. And I asked the guide to be sure like I was not wrong. And all the guys inside, they told me, yeah, they don't mind. They just want to go take a picture and send it to everyone and just say, yeah, I was there. And this is the problem, and this is the goal of this documentary, is to show to the people the beauty of what we have, even if we are not perfect, because I'm not perfect, and this is something I'm gonna tell in the documentary, because today I'm not filming only project in ecology, because I can't right now. This is why I created this project by my own, to have this opportunity, because today I'm filming in my production company for car, and I'm filming even for Formula One, which is really weird when you talk about ecology. So this is a point which is really hard for me because I want to talk about ecology, but on the other side, I'm not filming ecology company. So I try to slowly going to something where I can only film this kind of project, and that's why I created this documentary to show the beauty of the planet and sensitize all the people to that. We don't want to judge anyone. We just want to show you the beauty, and by yourself, you think or not, we have to protect it. Thank you.